a suggestion from a commenter on what if Joe Biden's term was actually good. Now you might notice I still have Harris running, but with Josh Shapiro. Now I still think Joe Biden would drop out. Okay, let me see if I can find that comment. Yeah, this one right here. Alexander Lopez, FYNCS. You know, let me give you a shout out. Hey, I'm making the vid now. So, just so you know. Oh, sorry, that's future video, y'all. Michelle Obama runs late. So I still think Biden would drop out, but if he was able to keep the economy afloat and the economy was still going up and inflation wasn't as bad, I still think there would be a small amount of inflation, but no, probably just slightly higher levels of Trump, and he can blame that on COVID. And he was a little bit more competent, possibly, a lot of Americans support Ukraine and Israel, so him doing that. The only place I think he could improve foreign policy wise is standing down on China and possibly bombing Iran and Yemen more. And not like bombing, but being a little bit more stronger on them. That's probably what I would change overall. And also not having Pete Buttigieg as his, what was it, like, a transport a secretary, or maybe Pete Buttigieg just does a better job about that, and Joe Biden controls the East Palestine situation easily. Now, let's go ahead and get to the video. Safe states are the same except Texas. Texas is the only safe state I have not shifting back to. It's still going to shift to the right overall, but not same margin as it did in like 20 this election. Try and see. Those are all my safe states, and now let's move on a little bit. So first, Texas would lean, and any others I think would lean. First District of Maine. Oh, Virginia would lean Democrat, and it would be much more left than was in the actual election. Now, North Carolina would still go to the Republicans, but by a much slimmer margin, probably around 3%, and Democrats would be able to take Georgia, and New Mexico would still go Democrats by a larger percent. Now, I still think Arizona still goes to Trump, but by a smaller margin. Same with Nevada, also goes to Trump, but by a much smaller margin. Minnesota still does well for the Democrats, and they take it by about, I would probably say about 7% in this scenario. And then they also take Pennsylvania by about 2 to 3% in this scenario because of Josh Shapiro running with Harris. Now, also in this scenario, Biden drops out earlier. I'm going to assume Biden doesn't run for re-election and Harris actually wins the nominee, which secures the party much more than how it actually ended up playing out. Wisconsin would still go to Democrats, and I think Michigan would still flip, but New Hampshire going to the Democrats. We see this election being much closer, and this is what I think would happen if Biden's term was actually good. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.